Some years ago, a crack commando comedy unit were given jobs above their pay grade. These men promptly were put on leave and escaped to an underground podcast arcade in an unknown location. Today, still unwanted by big media, they survive as comics of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and you can find them, you can listen to Guns Blazin.
I fucking did it. I'm off on the video, Todd. What's up, everybody? Episode 2, Guns Blazin Podcast. God.
My mouth guns know better than it was.
People were clowning you shit all week.
I know.
But
you know,
again,
I'm going to start practicing. I got to sit down. I got a sound effect app I downloaded. I'm going to sit down. I'll rehearse it. I'll get better. We're just new. We're a baby right now.
It's too late, Todd. It's too late for you, man. Just let it go. Sometimes you just got to understand that you ain't good at something. Dude, Todd, how'd your week go, man? What's going on with you, buddy?
Man, it went good, bro. I got to hang out with Brian Regan. Are you kidding me?
You hung out with Brian Regan?
Yes.
At Helium?
Jesus. It was at Helium Comedy Club in Indianapolis Saturday. I went to the late show. And of course, he's a guy who likes to hang out after the show with the staff and the comics. So we were hanging out. And, you know, were you there the time he hung out with us in 2016 at Morty's?
Yes, sir. I was there. I jumped up out the apartment, ran across the parking lot. I was hanging out with Brian Regan, and 15 minutes later,
it was just like that.
Oh.
That dude can put back the tequila, and I love it.
And you know what else? I like how interested he was in everybody else.
He was.
He wants to talk about everything but himself. Like he wanted to ask, he was asking questions. I was kind of like, man, this guy, Brian Regan's actually asking questions. Like he really cares. Like you feel like he cares about you when he's talking to you.
Dude, he just loves comedy. He loves comics at all levels. He loves clubs and venues at all levels. You know what I mean? He doesn't even know how to big time people. And he's just, like you said, he's interested in you when he's having a conversation. And it's fucking refreshing as hell, man.
It almost sets you back a little bit because you don't really, I mean, people ask how you doing and all that. We all have our stock questions, but like sincere ass, like what's going on with you, man? How did you end up here, bro? Like what? He's asking questions and he's looking you in your eye and you're just like, and it doesn't make sense because it's Brian Regan.
I know. I'm like, dude, you know, you're like one of the most famous comedians of all time. Like, you're just drinking tequila with me right now.
You know, I wish I would have asked him, but one time I was told that he actually turned down the role of Ace Ventura, and that's how Jim Carrey got it. I heard that as a rumor I heard whenever he was working at the Improv when I first started, when I was a food runner at the Tempe Improv in 2001. One day I hope that I can hang out with him enough and then I can just get the balls to ask him if that's true.
I wish I would have thought to ask him that because I've heard the same thing. So okay. I think there has to be some truth to it because I've heard the exact same thing.
If two people hear the same rumor, there's truth to it.
Dude.
That's like a fact.
You remember when somebody had something wrong with them in high school and then like one person said it and you're like, no, she doesn't have herpes or whatever. Yeah. And then, but like by the time you heard it the second time, you're like, all right.
Yeah.
I got two sources
that's
now.
Two, man.
I'm not going to go
how that
there.
works? That's so fucked up.
I know.
Both of them people could have walked away from the same conversation the day earlier.
Yeah.
And now they're out here making people think shit's real, and it's not.
No.
How you feel about this fucking backdrop I'm rocking here tonight, Todd?
It looks
Episode
good,
2
dude.
Exclusive here.
You got the city behind you.
Yeah, that's the Empire State Building right there, homie.
Nice.
This will be it just sat here and rotted the entire year of COVID, so that was nice.
Are there more people jumping from the top of it than normal because of COVID?
No, I don't know about that. They're not. It's pretty hard to get up into these stairwells, get past the door guys and stuff.
I could get up there.
You probably, well, yeah, you know, you have experience. You got that swagger, like you belong, like you're balls deep in an investigation. Like if you come up to me, if I'm a door guy, I'm like, yeah, man, stairwell's over there, bro. Code 79425.
I use some smoke grenades, and fill the hallway full of smoke, and then I'll go low while he's coming in high. I go right past him.
You know
right
who the smoke grenade king is?
Who?
Ryan Colley, Wiz Colley, dude. When we play Warzone together, we play Warzone. We play a lot of Plunder together. Me, him, and our homie Carlos. And we got to go do something like deposit money or do some shit. We have to be in a certain area. Fucking Colley's the first guy to drop a smoke bomb, dude. Get it smoked out so we can get in and get out without being seen, bro. It's so hilarious and fun, and like there's so many interesting little things that happen when you play Call of Duty with a real like Warzone with a real veteran. Like these guys are both veterans, and the way they roll, I just roll in the back, dude. It's so much fun when you roll with real veterans in Warzone.
I mean, he knows the true value of cover and concealment.
Yes. Yep.
That's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, dude. We play. It's just so funny, just shit talking, and then, but they're also this very dialed in soldiers on the game because they did 3 tours or 2 tours each in Afghanistan.
Absolutely, man. They're hard. I mean,
you said smoke bomb, and I just played with Collie the other night, and he was dropping smoke bombs left and right when we were trying to deposit money.
That's how you know he's a real vet. You know what I mean? Like when you're gaming, somebody throws a lot of smoke down, you're like, that dude's been there.
Yep.
In real life.
I see that. I say this kid's fucking he's dropping smoke bombs. He's been there. He's done that. Every night that has a different color at the top of the Empire State Building. So whenever they do any kind of dedications, like my favorite one I ever saw was when Kobe passed, and that shit was purple and yellow. It just looks so cool. They match up the whole city lights. They match it all up together. And there's an app you can do to control the lights too. I don't think it's the ones on top of the Empire. It might be, but that's the one thing I never put together. I never got that hookup with that goddamn app.
Is it like touch tunes?
Control the lights.
It's like touch tunes you put in for it, and like, I'm 2 light cycles away, and then I'm on deck.
That's what was going on. It's that kind of similar thing.
Or not,
but you got to know somebody to know somebody that knows somebody for the code.
It's just this touch lights.
There's a certain type of touch tune person out there. I feel like there's just a person that just really shines at the touch tunes fucking kiosk.
They already got their library. That's the key. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can store your library on there, and you got your go-tos depending on what kind of mood you're trying to create.
You're saying as a customer, you could store your own playlists?
Yeah, in your app, in your Touch Tunes app. It'll show you your most recently played. You can create your own playlist so you can quickly go to your go-tos. Oh, yeah.
That's how you know you're from a Midwest and you hang out a lot of bars, bro, that you know that.
I keep one called Show Tunes because my favorite thing to do is to park outside of a bar where I can connect to the touch tunes and I just start playing like Broadway musicals over
Can the bar skip it? What are they doing when someone fucks around with their shit like that? Because you can pay to go right to the front of the line, right?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah, I mean, you could pay to have your song go next. You pay extra amount or whatever.
Every time I do. I'm not waiting.
So, I mean, the bars has to let it ride, right?
You got to let it ride. Maybe they got like a master control. They might be able to like do a kill button or something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise somebody could ruin the whole fucking night.
Yeah, because if someone just wanted to be a complete cocksucker and just go sit out front, drop $100 in just songs that are next and just fuck the whole playlist up the entire night at old Johnny's Sports Bar on a Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's kicking off. They're in a great mood. Games get ready to come on. And all of a sudden you hear, in the arms of an angel.
Oh, man. I would be the guy in the bar that would yell out, for only $6 a month. That's when they always cue that up right at the end of the they say angel.
Are you saying goodbye to your apartment? This is your last like hoorah at the
I move out Saturday. I'm here cleaning up and organizing and throwing shit out today and tomorrow. Wednesday I'll go back home with my lady. We'll start knocking out Thanksgiving, dude. It's time. We're cooking it up this year. Your boy's in charge of the turkey. Never did it before. A lot on the line.
Let's talk about Thanksgiving because you're a chef. So what's the menu? Have you put it together yet for your Thanksgiving?
I'm going to be honest on this one. My lady is really holding it down.
Okay.
It's just a little bit tough when having to try to move all this shit and then try to focus on different things besides getting out of the Midtown down to Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't, I knew we were going to, obviously we decided we were going to go turkey. Today we were talking about what we're going to throw in that shit, Like if people listen to today when they hear it, obviously, because it's from the future, drop what are you guys putting in your turkeys, dude? I'm taking notes. Tweet that shit. What are you stuffing your turkey with? Todd, you ever fuck with turkeys?
One time I fucked with a turkey.
All your life?
All my life. Other people have done it always. Yeah. So I never really had to fuck with it. But one time I tried a deep fried turkey and it was pretty good. I think it was the Dr. Pepper recipe or something. You put the Dr. Pepper in it. Yeah. The can. Maybe was it? Yeah. Is that fried or on the grill?
A lot of people fuck with Dr. Pepper, some seriously, they really fuck with that on the low a lot in the cooking game with meats.
Mm-hmm. It's
Some
good.
people swear by it. Other people are like, yeah. But
It made it pretty
so you
sweet.
the Dr. Pepper action.
Yeah, I made it pretty sweet. I liked it. You know, the skin was good. It wasn't the best turkey I ever had, but it was my first one. I was pretty young.
Who does their best the first one out, though? That's the thing. You know, no one's doing their best the first one out.
What's the best thing to put in to stuff a turkey with?
I've never made one. So I'm just, I was talking to my lady today. She was talking about different herbs and like onion and things like that. I thought everybody put stuffing in it for the longest time. I mean, over the last couple of years, I've, learned different, but
I think you'd want to put some garlic cloves in there, like maybe a whole onion.
For sure.
Yeah.
Onion, I'm thinking like, what carrot? Throw it all in there. What are we holding back for? Some celery? I'll put a shoe in that shit. I'll put a fucking boot in there. Someone cuts into the boot. You got the boot cut.
I'll put some Old Spice, a stick of Old Spice in there, make it smell good.
You know what I mean?
Smell like a man.
Do the one with the little circle on top where you have to do your finger for the cologne and hit the neck with that's some grandpa shit right there. Old Spice. What a company that really shifted into the 21st century, dude.
They made it. It was a good audible. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, the shaky cologne stuff is done. We got to get into the underarm game.
They went into the underarm game, and they really took the body wash and shampoo in one by storm. Before, I feel like body wash just came out of nowhere, and I feel like Old Spice was on the front lines, putting together the shampoo and the bar soap, all in one
all in one package,
all in one. I think it's selfish.
And it's a great grandma gift too. That package, the Old Spice package. Yep. That's a grandma gift. Like you'd be like, oh, thanks, Grandma. I got some Old Spice soap and some body wash and some shampoo, which was nice. And some
thanks,
deodorant.
Gramps. Hey, but she's like, yeah, go wash your little stinking ass.
Yeah,
that's what she's saying. That's why Grandma was like, here, you guys, a bunch of dirty ass socks. I'm doing a bunch of dirty ass little kid shit. Here's some new socks. That's why Grandmas give you socks. Here's a new pack of underwear. I know you're shitting your little pants with little skid marks, kid. Here's a pack of undies.
I told Brian Regan, we were talking about grandmas, and I told him about the prank I played on my grandma. I tell you that?
No, what would you do?
Taking the picture of my shit.
And what'd you do?
All right, so I would come home from college, right? And my parents lived in Texas, and my grandma lived in Indiana, so I was going to school in Indiana. So when I would come home to see my friends on the weekend, I would just kind of throw all my shit for the weekend at my grandma's. So that was my first stop home on Friday. So usually I walk in, she's doing a puzzle or something. And I'm like, hey, and I got to run in and take a shit. It was like my routine. And this time there's no grandma. Door's unlocked, no grandma. And she was gone somewhere shopping or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I got to take a shit. And I took it. I set a personal record. It was the longest turd I'd ever created in my life.
Yeah, you kind of set yourself back. You're like, wow.
Yeah. I got off and I'm like, oh my God, did that come out of me? And then secondly, I was like, oh, I don't even want to flush it. Nobody's going to believe me. So I need to document it somehow. And it's before smartphones. So I go walking around and I see a disposable one of those they lay out on the tables for wedding receptions, those disposable cameras. It was laying on by her sewing machine. So I take it and I snap a picture of this log, the record-breaking log, and I wind it up for the next picture so it's ready to go. And I set it back on the sewing machine, and I just kind of forget about it, right? I was in a hurry to go see my friends. I didn't think any more about it. And then 6 months goes by. I come home for a weekend. Grandma's there in her usual spot in the kitchen putting together a jigsaw puzzle. And she goes, well, hello, Mr. Funny Guy. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because I totally forgot. And she goes, well, we went on our seniors trip to the Little Nashville Opry. And I took a roll of pictures and went and had that roll developed at the drugstore, and probably should have looked at the pictures first, but I didn't. I just went straight to the senior center. It was euchre night, and I laid them out on the table and I'm like, hey, here's the pictures from our trip to the Little Nashville Opry if everybody wants to go through it. And then This one old lady gets to the picture and she's like, "What is this, Marie?"
Fucking Marie. Taking pictures of your dumpskis, Marie.
Nobody can figure out. They're passing it around, she said, and they were all trying to guess because it was pretty close. And then my grandpa got it and he goes, "What? That's a turd. I bet you Todd took that."
Oh shit, dude. That's funny as fuck. And of course your grandpa comes in, knows everything.
Oh, he loved it.
He would he'd do the same type of shit probably.
Oh yeah.
I love that they all passed it around, dude. Looking at it. What the fuck is that, dude?
What is this? Is that a rotten banana?
2-foot turd.
Oh,
I think
love
there's 2
it.
episodes in a row with some shit material.
I know.
You're welcome, everybody.
You're welcome. It's what we do.
You're welks. Dude,
So what else has been going on in your world?
I'm just gearing up this move, us getting everything together, working on $20 chef stuff.
It's weird how we have shit, like every day we have shit to go over. You know what I mean? So we just pass it around throughout the day. And then we got emails with people and sometimes calls with people. Kind of feels pretty legit. I'm like, I might put on a suit today for this meeting.
My lady walks in, overhears me talking like professional. She wanted to fucking stop me. So what's going on with you? What's all this professionalism? What's all this behind the scenes talk? But yeah, it's really good. I mean, that's just what we're, I hate to say that the life that I've lived has brought me to a point where I'm like thrive when things don't go my way. Or not that not going my way, because I'm glad I needed this challenge. But I'm just saying, like, things change unexpectedly and you got to deal with it.
It causes you to fight. Like, oh, I'm in a corner right now. My back's against the wall. Let's go.
It is. Even though you have all the support in the world, it doesn't matter, man. No one's going to make it happen but you. So,
nobody's going to write free checks. Nobody's going to just constantly drop off free checks. Here you go, Shaun.
That'd be nice, though, dude. They're getting a bunch of stimulus money in other countries.
Wouldn't it be cool to be like, you're an actor? Even I don't give a fuck if I'm past my prime as an actor and people make fun of me for not being, but you were on some big things and you have those royalties coming in all the time. Yeah,
that's like, I was just talking about that because fucking Nelly was singing his 2004 hits on the American Music, some kind of music awards. And I was like, how much money does he still, are they making? Like, how much money is Nelly making this year off of fucking all his old down, like how much is Country Grammar still pulling in?
Look at the Saved by the Bell cast. I bet you they're probably still making pretty decent money because that shit, after like dies off here, it gets picked up in Istanbul or something, becomes real popular, in other parts of the world. So they get all shit off that, I don't know.
I mean, they have to make it. I mean, he said his net worth is $60 million. And anyways, how about that Scooter Braun shit with Taylor Swift? They're buying up her rights to her tracks for $400 million. So they got to be just rolling in cash on that music.
They beat me to it. I was thinking about putting in a bid. I was going to put in a bid.
You almost sent over the PIN number for the account.
I did.
You were ready to start sending fucking numbers.
Let me know who to write a check to. I'll send it immediately.
I'll make the transfer tomorrow at noon.
It's like when the Insane Clown Posse bought Faygo.
Yep.
Remember that?
Nope.
It was.
I don't remember that at all.
Faygo, like they owned Faygo, like because they loved it, and it was part of their stick, like they got everybody drinking Faygo.
Oh, okay, a drink.
Yeah, it's like that cheap ass generic pop, And it was like almost, I think it was Faygo. Now that I say it, maybe it was Fanta, one of those.
They bought.
We have a Google man.
Go to Garrett, Jarrett, the Google man.
Jarrett, Google Insane Clown Posse. What pop company they own? What soda company they own? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. We'll bring you in hot.
Because with the pop.
We don't have to be wrong anymore, dude. We got Jarrett.
No, we got Jarrett here. I can't use my phone recording. Can't use my computer. I got my notes on my iPad.
Yeah, I have no access to the internet.
I want to get one of them. Just give me a full wall touchscreen computing situation, dude. Just stop it already. The TV should be touchscreen. It can be a computer. I can roll up to it like I'm at the fucking mall. Bop, 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 bop. Zooming around, popping things around, closing
One
out
day,
windows.
It'll be like that Tom Cruise movie where, like, with the Future Crimes, whatever that movie was.
Keep it down out there. Try to podcast.
And he's got all the windows floating around him all the time, and he can just move stuff and hit it. Like, it'll be like that one day when we're podcasting. We'll be able to look shit up. And that'll Jarrett will be out of position. No, sorry, Jarrett, but technology is what it is. Do we have it, Jarrett? Do we know? Okay, let's bring him. Jarrett, say hello to the world.
Jarrett. Hey, everyone. What's up? How's it going?
Good. Jarrett Jordan, what's your social media, first of all?
Twitter's at Jarrett Jordan. Instagram's at Jarrett Jordan 2.
And it's T's. It's not Jarrett, it's Jarrett.
Yep.
2 R's, 1 T. Yeah. Jordan, just like Michael
the letter D, man. Did your parents divorce early?
Nope.
Okay, they made it
they
out.
didn't.
Was his name? Did your dad's name start with a D?
No, it starts with an M.
Okay, all right. This is my theories fly. Keep it moving.
You're the first. You're the first Jarrett spelling it with T's whose parents are still together. Sean, it's a very good.
From what I
point.
understand, it's a very high divorce rate for they name the kid Jared.
It is.
They switch it to Jarrett, and then fucking all hell breaks loose.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. What can you say?
What are you gonna do?
What soda company does the Insane Clown Posse own?
I can't find anything about them owning a soda company. It does not say
Look
anything.
up Fago Insane Clown Posse.
I looked up soda and it just
I
didn't
know
pop
this is a
anything up.
thing.
Todd, you just make this bullshit up right now about Insane Clown Posse?
Maybe
Fanta?
Maybe I dreamed it, but I'm pretty sure this is a thing. It was a thing in the 2000s.
What else is going on in your brain over there, Todd?
It says they reference it multiple times, but they don't own it. It was
really?
It was founded in the same town that, so they must be located in Detroit because that's where Fago was founded.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Jared just solved the puzzle. It's fake news.
Look at that.
So if you were like me and you were running around believing that they owned, it was a Fago that they like or Fanta?
Fago.
If you thought they owned Fago, it was just bullshit. Fake news.
I'm going to be real honest. After this episode comes out, can we do a poll on our Guns Blazin Pod Twitter and find out exactly who the fuck has actually heard of this soda? Because I've never heard of this soda, and I've been to a lot of places, so I feel good about the things I kind of know that other people might not know unless you're from the area. And I never heard of Fago, dude.
And maybe it's a Midwest thing, and it's definitely like my mom would buy it. It's a poor people thing.
Okay.
Like, oh, I don't
get a low
get
budget soda. That's just one of the knockoff joints.
Yeah, I don't get to have Sunkist. I gotta have fucking Fago. You know, like your friends make fun of you. Oh, look, you got Fago in your fridge. You're fucking poor. Ooh.
What else did they say, Todd? What'd they say after that, Todd?
I can't say it anymore. We would get canceled.
It was a crazy time 30 years ago when Todd was 17.
Yeah, exactly.
Other words were freely floated around back then.
I almost said it too, what they really called me.
Episode 2 and episode 1 was our first one. Episode 2 was our last one.
Yeah,
thank you guys for listening.
It was a great run, everybody.
You guys were also talking about Taylor Swift's deal. Scooter Braun sold her music for $300 million.
Jesus.
What?
She hates him, bro. He's a pig.
And he bought it for how much? He turned it down.
I think he was originally the her artist.
No, he bought it a few years ago.
Right.
He bought the label that was almost like going under or some shit. And then he just started being a complete cocksucker to Taylor Swift. I'm in the know on this topic.
It's like
he started being a cocksucker, started fucking with her over the whole thing. But she's been hating, she's very vocal about how she feels about him and they're in the relationship and the things he's done to her, which would include this purchase of the label of all of her music.
I want to go on record as saying it's not fair. She's a sweet lady.
Yep.
She deserves better. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
All right, Jarrett, we'll call you again here when we get the next thing.
Thanks,
this
Jarrett.
time,
Thanks,
this
buddy.
time try to prove I'm right on the next one.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back in a second with you.
Still want everybody to know that the Empire State Building is still red this evening.
Nice. Can you get on your app to change it?
Let me try, dude.
Change it to yellow and black for Guns Blazin.
No go. Well, I thought that it was going to be a killer episode, so I told them to put red up there.
Oh, nice. Just to let people know.
Blood. It's going to be a bloodbath of a killer episode.
The blood is rolling through the microphones as we speak. All right.
Shit.
We got a couple of segments now.
Okay, bust out some segments, fucking Todd.
Let's try to see which one we want to do first. All right, let's do it's a little early for this one. Let's start out with this one. So this one is called Top 5. Okay. I guess we'll change this up. It can, in any given episode, it can be a top 5 about any topic, any subject matter. But today, our top 5 is a 3-parter. The first part, top 5 Mafia movies. This hits us right where we fucking itch. We love nothing more than Mafia movies.
Yep.
All right. So do you want to go first? What's your top 5 Mafia movies?
Now my number one question, can we bottle up Godfather 1 and 2?
Yeah, that's
as
one.
A one.
I did the same thing. Make that one choice. That's one number.
Yeah. And I also want to, if we start doing things like this, fucking around, having a good time with our top 5 stuff, the key to this one is in the sentence, your top 5. That means it's my top 5. I don't want anybody telling me my shit's whack, because I can look at a lot of your top 5s and be like, yo, your shit is whack. Well, once you get a little fucking history in your shit, whatever.
I mean, you're welcome to send us your top 5, just tag us in it and hashtag top 5. Yeah.
This is my top 5.
This is Shaun Latham's top 5.
This will be Todd McComas' top 5.
Yeah. All right. So I think you go first on this. I'll go first on the next one. I'll just fill in any that are different. Do you want to go from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
You know what? The one thing, I'll do it right now. I'll do it on the fly because I went through my notes and I noted down what I felt was my tops on all these.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, at the time, I was just picking to who would make the squad.
Okay. That's fine too. We don't have to rate them in order then.
But I can.
No, just throw out because it's top 5. We don't have to do it in order.
All right. My top 5 are Godfather 1 and 2. That's the one. I mean, that's my shit.
Okay.
We got Donnie Brasco, Casino, Bronx Tale, Goodfellas. I got to throw in some of the fucking, the obviouslies, Donnie Brasco's my shit. I can't get enough of that movie. I could TikTok the whole movie lip sync wise, script wise. I think I could do least 100 pages of that fucking movie off a skull.
You can.
But I can't remember an ad read 3 sentences without fucking looking at it 7,000 times.
You could do a full table read with that cast and assume any role.
Yeah, I could.
On the
Donnie
fly.
Brasco is just, come on, Donnie, dress like I dress, huh? Walk like I walk.
I forgot about A Bronx Tale.
That mustache, it's got to go. But you got Bronx Tale has to be in there, and it's just too awesome. It's just too perfect.
I got a top 5.
What's your top 5 Mafia? Let's hear it.
And I got maybe a couple surprises for you in here. So I went with Goodfellas, obviously, Godfather 1 and 2. Like those are the ones I think everybody has to include in their top 5. I'm throwing in The Untouchables.
Okay.
Because, there was the whole mafia element with the Al Capone character from Robert De Niro.
Yes.
You could count this as a cop movie or a mafia movie.
It could be.
But I love.
He's dead.
I want his family dead.
I want his house burnt to the ground.
In that scene where he beats the dude to death with the baseball bat, it's one of my all-time favorite Al Capone performances ever, portrayal. So, all right. So I got that. And then I'm throwing in Eastern Promises with.
Oh, good one. I don't even know that one.
All right, Google man, be ready. Jarrett, be ready to bring me this actor's name. But it's not Italian Mafia. It's Russian Mafia.
Oh, okay.
Eastern Promise. Viggo Mortensen. It's Viggo Mortensen.
That's
I pulled it out.
Deep. That's a nice one by you.
Yeah, that's a great movie, dude. That's one people forget about. All right. And
Jared,
then
can you put that in my notes? How far can we take this? Okay. What else you got, Todd?
This is my last one, and a lot of people would never include this, but Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks.
Ooh. Now, is that enough? Is that considered organized crime?
It's the Irish mob.
Okay.
So kind of like the same.
I feel like an idiot because I haven't seen it for so long, but I really loved it. But I haven't watched it several times like I've watched everything else.
Yeah, it was
a couple times in.
It was the Irish mob, and then they had affiliation with the Italian mob after like when he went on the run because he went to the Italian mob and tried to work a deal.
Okay.
After the fact. So there's a big mafia element. Of course, it's more about this badass dude that was a fucking hitman and now is on the lam with his son. But that's a great movie. That was the first movie where I saw Tom Hanks be a badass.
Yeah.
So
the guy is just on another level of action.
And Jude Law plays a creepy ass fucking hitman in it.
I love Jude Law. I wish he would have gotten. He had enough, obviously, to become an extreme superstar, but I wish he would have just gotten another like 10 different amazing projects in the middle of all that.
Right.
Just at his peak of just him being such a badass.
Cold Mountain. One of my all-time favorite Civil War era movies.
Dude's name is Jude Law.
Jude Law.
You're the fucking man. You are the guy.
You know what bothers me though sometimes about him? He's a great actor. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Sometimes I notice his fingernails are a little long in movies. It kind of bothers me.
Scratch his lady's back.
Maybe he plays the guitar.
Relationship. A lot of its focus is on back scratching for each other.
Could be. He might fucking be really good on the guitar. I don't want to take that away from him.
You know, these guys don't want to use a pick.
No,
you got 5. You got 4 picks.
You break out a pick at the party, people right away like, nah, he's not legit.
Oh, he's got a fucking pick.
Grow your fingernails out, you fucking rookie.
Go to the buffet. They got fucking egg rolls.
All right.
They got egg rolls. So that was your 5, right?
That was my 5.
Yeah, I like it. I like where you went there. You went off the deep end. I probably kept it too mainstream.
I don't think so. You had a couple in there.
I could have went New Jack City. Something like that.
But see, that's one where I'm like, is that really mafia or is it just organized crime?
Sure, but it is organized crime. I mean, they had that whole fucking complex sewn up as a crack. I mean, all them buildings.
New Jack City is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it holds the test of time.
And I'll tell you what, I still follow Ice-T on Twitter.
He's fucking hilarious.
He's extremely political, but the guy just doesn't give a fuck, and it's what's funny.
Absolutely.
It's not even about, I think he just doesn't like Trump, but he's a lefty, but but the way he talks shit on Twitter, I love it, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
He just trolls everybody. He knows. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you're like, yo, I'm fucking Ice-T, bro. Have you seen New Jack City? You know? So I guess at that point, I get a little bit more bent out of shape over some trolling. Maybe after a whole bunch of it, Ice-T's over here laughing, just fucking digging into it. I got to dig into it like that.
To me, he's second only to Ice Cube. Ice Cube is my dude.
Ice Cube, yeah. Now, I don't like, I like Ice-T's music, but I look at his shit as an overall catalog as an entertainer, not just what Ice-T's done on the mic, because he does so much shit in the movies that I love too.
Yeah.
And TV. But, Ice Cube, I'm way more into the music because
he's a double threat. Great actor, great rapper.
Yeah, well, so is Ice-T, but I mean, like, I just love Ice Cube's music on another level.
Yeah, it's like
compared to Ice-T's music.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level.
I mean, that guy is just fucking. I mean, he wrote Friday.
You're talking the difference between that dude's a legend and I used to like his songs. That's the difference. All right,
yeah, but
top 5.
What else we got here?
Top 5 military movies.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. I got Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
It's going to be always my top. Black Hawk Down.
Big fan of that one. Big fan.
I watch it every time I see it on.
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett. I fuck all the Josh Hartnett haters, dude. We just watched 30 Days a Night. Tell me Josh Hartnett's not legit. That's all I got to say. Black Hawk Down.
Was the tall, white, skinnier Ranger?
Yeah, he's the one that was running the squad. There.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I don't give a fuck what he does the rest of his career. He did Black Hawk Down in 30 Days a Night.
Yeah.
Dude's a legend.
But he has like so many other movies and shows that are just unbelievable. That guy's a beast.
Yeah, I love it.
I didn't know there was any beef with that kid. I'm on his side.
Right? All right, here's another one. The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
I wrote that in the notes.
Yeah.
That was what Mel Gibson crushed that before he crushed himself. He was crushing that before he went on this anti-Semitic fucking gangster. One of the all-time meltdowns in fucking Hollywood history.
And now
fucking guys dropping N-bombs. Oh,
And now he only does movies that go straight to Netflix.
Netflix beast.
Not even on Netflix.
Director of the year.
I think they're on Prime only. I don't even think they're on that.
He text me one movie the other day. Said, "Can you watch this?"
I put it up on my YouTube. Will you watch it?
I said, "Yeah, I got 13,000 subscribers." Tom Cruise. I'm sorry, Mel Gibson. I'll put your. Look at me fucking over Tom Cruise out of nowhere.
But here's the thing.
I'll put your shit on my YouTube, Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson deserved whatever cancellation he got for what he said. But off. Tom Cruise, he's been helping brainwash people for how long now?
Dude.
And he's exempt. Exempt.
You know why? Because I don't know how it works, but even though we know we know you have everybody defecting and doing documentaries. We know what's going on behind those fucking Scientology doors. And fools still just let it fly.
They do. And he was their biggest recruiter. I don't know. I don't know how he's exempt. All right, so that's 3 of them. Here's my fourth. Full Metal Jacket.
Gotta go there, dude.
Full Metal Jacket. Just for the first half of the movie alone. The second half, okay, Vietnam War movie. But the first half, to me, can't be touched. That boot camp half.
Yeah, no. Dude, it's that whole movie is just the way the whole vibe of it is even kind of in a grim, weary, you just unsettled the whole movie when you're watching it because of what they're doing and how they portray everything. And
the fact that Arlie Ernie was a real drill instructor during Vietnam.
Yes, that guy was he got lucky. He just became the guy helping on the set, and then it just fucking spiraled into a movie career. Next thing you know, he's doing goddamn gum commercials. Stand at ease or whatever the fuck. Stand at whatever you guys say.
Nobody can sound as good as him. They're like, you know what? Everybody else sucks compared to you.
Because there's that deep you could do it, like that deep thing in the orders. Do it.
What's your major malfunction? No nuts.
That shit pops so loud, but I don't know. I hope it doesn't pop. So people like that thing you do from your chest.
Yeah, they make you practice it in boot camp when you answer and sound off, like because nobody can do it when they first start. We have normal voices, and you have to keep doing it until you can develop that, bringing it down from the diaphragm and cracking. Yeah,
that was a good one. Do that one again because that was away from the way you did it. Didn't pop.
We do the old cadence. Everybody wanted to sound like him a cadence where you're like,
That's fucking perfect, dude.
He's the best. R.I.P. Arlie Ernie.
Dude. What else you got? How many?
My last one is this was tough, dude. But I'm going to make an audible, and I'm going to call it Defiance. Now, if you haven't seen Defiance, it's got David Craig and Liev Schreiber in it.
Okay.
And it's this Jewish family. I forget what country they're in, but they get invaded by the Nazis for the first time, so they have to take off to the woods. These 3 brothers, but they're like badass kind of outlaw kids, and they know the woods really well from hunting and like hiding from police and stuff. So they end up forming an entire resistance. It's based on a true story. It's incredible. It's an incredible World War II era movie.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, Defiance. You'll love it.
I feel like I mean, I've heard it, I know of it, but I was like a little kid, I think, and I never got that one.
Right. It was a while back. I couldn't
watch Full Metal Jacket for quite some time. My mom was like, "You're not watching Full Metal Jacket."
Right.
And I said, "I'll watch whatever the fuck I want, lady." Just kidding. I would never talk like that to my mom, dude. I would have got fucking socked in the mouth. I would have got jumped in my living room by everybody in my family. They'd have all been throwing kicks and shit in, dude.
Well, what if you jumped at her like Arlie Ernie from the actual movie that she won't let you watch? You're like, I'll watch what I want, maggot. She's like, Shaun, why are you calling me a maggot? These movies.
Oh, shit.
God, I love that guy so much. All right, that's my 5. What you got? Top 5 military movies.
All right. This one was tough, dude. I got 6. I couldn't do it. I had to do it. I got Apocalypse Now. Obviously, I got Saving Private Ryan. Top Gun. Fucking Top Gun.
I thought about it as well.
Movie.
Yeah, I think it's worthy.
That. I like how I said that. Great military movie. Like if it was an unknown overall situation there that I just cracked.
But you know what? I think
Top Gun wide open.
I think people, though, would forget about it on military movie lists because they think of it more as like just an awesome, like,
Tom Cruise and them singing at the bar and
romance
shit.
movie. Yeah.
But he's over here fucking doing twisty twirls and shit with the Russians on his ass.
It's the
I got
best
fucking MiGs on my nutsack. Fucking calm down.
He's the best fighter pilot in history. What are you talking about? He went upside down over a MiG and flipped the bird.
You know, and I'll be honest, I had a fucking toss up. When I broke it down to Air Force movies, I said, is it Iron Eagle or is it goddamn Top Gun?
Dude, how good was Iron Eagle when we were kids?
Unbelievable. When he did he did the fucking upside down flight all the way across. So he flew, everybody said hello upside down, I think.
Yeah, I love that
everybody
movie.
like 10 feet off the ground. He said hello when he fucking drove by upside down on the jet.
Gossett Jr., what's his first name? Something Gossett Jr. Louis Gossett Jr.
Louis, that's it.
I thought about including Officer and a Gentleman because of him, but I'm like, a lot of people listening won't even know what I'm talking about. But Apocalypse Now was a great grab by you as well.
Also, Deer Hunter. Mow!
I thought about it.
Mow!
Is there
Fucking
any
mouth
scene in a movie that's more like has you on edge and more tense than that fucking Russian roulette?
I feel it right now. Like I'm tensed up. The scene they're playing. Mow! Fucking mow! I just had a dream. It was just this Vietnamese soldier just yelling, "Mow!" Fucking, I was in balls deep in a game of Russian roulette and shit.
Oh, my nerves are all fucked up. I'm like, I think I have PTSD. I'm only 9. What the fuck?
It does make you feel, you get that weird feeling in there. Like, oh, I feel that anxiety. Also, you know, I mean, obviously an easy call is Full Metal Jacket, but Last of the Mohicans. How about that?
So proud of you right now. It entered my brain as well.
Last of the motherfucking Mohicans. And you know what? The thing is this. There's much love as to how, you know, what a great story that was. No one ever remembers the second to the Last of the Mohicans. That dude gets no love.
None.
The second to the Last of the Mohicans, no one could give a flying fuck, dude.
The stepbrother, the second to the Last Mohicans, dude, he sacrificed himself on that cliff for a woman that he fell in love with that he had just met that day. That's chivalry, my friend.
But that's also show business, you know?
Hey, you're not the lead role. You get
You're not the
5
lead.
scenes and then you die.
So that was my 5th one, basically. I had to, you know, listen, I had to call a last minute decision to put in Last of the Mohicans because everybody like Full Metal Jacket doesn't even belong on lists. It's too fucking good. It's
Yeah, but Last of the Mohicans is a great pool because I'll put it up against the Patriot. Like it's that good of an epic movie.
Yeah. I have a sidebar question.
Okay.
Would Forrest Gump count?
Ooh, you know, it kind of was centered around the Vietnam War.
I mean, a strong military aspect of that movie.
I'll allow it.
You know,
I'll also allow it as a football movie.
You know, what I love what they did that no movie I don't think ever did is have the fucking drill instructors congratulating him on how amazing he is. All you hear in every movie is someone being called a maggot, a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, you're a cocksucker, but no one is being like, "You're so fucking perfect, Gump. I'd make you an officer right now." Or like,
yeah, you're a goddamn prodigy.
Yeah, you're a god. Whatever all that shit say. It's so beautiful and perfect. That's one of my favorite scenes is him getting complimented after, "Because you said so, drill sergeant." It's simple. You told me to. I fucking did it.
He has the perfect brain for basic training, dude. The perfect brain. You tell me to do it, I do it. Those are great pulls, dude. Very proud of you. That waterfall scene and the scene on the cliff alone make the Last of the Mohicans worth it. Because I love when they're under the waterfall and the water's real loud and he looks at the girl that, you know, the love of his life, and he's like, "Whatever occurs, I will find you." And I'm like, oh, this dude, man. This dude.
He's never gonna find her.
He's you know, he's in a lot of pain right now. But he's using such proper speech. Whatever occurs, I will find you. Okay, the next top 5, you go first. Top 5 cop movies.
All right, my top 5 cop movies. Super Troopers.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about Super Troopers.
Fucking Super Troopers, dude.
Great pull.
Meow. Get out of the car. I mean,
Meow.
the fucking meow sign with Jim Gaffigan. When I had those guys on my $20 chef show.
Yeah, you're friends with those dudes.
All right, here we go. I don't want to sound too cool.
No, but that is cool because they weren't cool when you became friends with them, right?
Yeah, no, I was. They were.
They were already cool.
Yeah, they were way cool. They were already celebrities. But I mean,
I would talk about it.
Make sure you guys go and watch Tacoma PD.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it yet. Is it really good?
It's really funny.
All right,
it's fucking hilarious. They're great writers. All right, Heat. It has to happen.
Yep.
That's 2. All right. Point Break.
Oh, great one.
3. Other Guys. I don't care what anybody says. That fucking movie did not get the respect it deserves. It's too funny. It's too good. The desk pop scene, the fucking, this hurts so bad. I mean, there's so many. Yeah, Gators bitches better always wear Jimmy hats. Like
the whole Gator run.
I mean, that movie is so fucking good. Everybody plays such great, funny roles. It has to be. I mean, and this isn't mine. And again, I'm a comedian.
Well,
so I'm going to allow him to need some comedies in there.
It was so beautiful how Mark Wahlberg could work, like be the straight man, but he also was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. You know, we got fucking, also Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, yeah.
And I had one other super serious one, and that was The Departed.
Good one. Good one.
You got to go with that one. I mean, Departed was that cold-hearted ending where it's just like, pop, just fucking ends it all. The good guy walks in, pop, fucking walks out with his shit over his shoes to cover up his tracks.
I love a movie.
Rat runs across. Oh.
I love a movie that doesn't give a fuck how invested you are in the hero. Like, hey, this is more realistic. Police corruption is fucking rampant. Yeah. He dies. And you're like, what the fuck?
You know, that movie's based off a Japanese book, off of a Japanese author.
Oh, really?
I don't know his name. I'm not that intelligent to remember names like that, but
the book was called
it was based off of a fucking Japanese author. And it's that's a hell of a goddamn story.
That was a fucking terrible Japanese accent I just did.
You did. That was very terrible, Todd.
All right.
Unbelievable.
My top 5. I'm kind of pissed at myself now that I didn't include at least one funny cop movie because there's so many good ones.
Yeah, you have a lot of goddamn nerve, but you're a cop.
I'll give you credit.
This shit ain't a joke to you, Todd. This shit is real life to you, man.
Even though it's responsible for my comedy career.
Yo, police work ain't a joke to Todd McComas. This is fucking real life.
Check out my album, Cop Stories. All right. 1 and 2, Heat and The Departed, of course.
Yep.
Training Day, I put up in there.
Oh, I fought to get it off. I had to get it off.
It's tough. I was on the fence about it, but I put it in there.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs, one of my all-time favorites. Yep. Even though it's about the FBI, I don't really like the FBI, but she was really good. But here's my thing. Why is a cadet that's still in the academy for the FBI out chasing by herself the worst serial killer in U.S. history? She's not even graduated from the academy yet, Shaun, and she's running around the country by herself chasing Buffalo Bill.
Hey, well, you know what? Sometimes you don't take the job takes you.
Well said.
And that's what it is. She was caught between a rock and a hard place. And what is she going to do? Not fucking take him down? She's taking him down.
Well said. And my last one.
Sometimes policing is just in the bloodline.
It is. I mean, it's a calling. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out of a cocktail. My cocktail's empty.
My last one is, if I can read it, 7 with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman.
Can't remember enough to know how great it is.
Yeah, I don't think you see it on as often as we used to because it has the guy that got canceled in it. The guy from Usual Suspects.
Oh, yeah. It's Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. He's in it. So I don't think we see it on replay as often as we used to. They're kind of like, oh, shit. I can't fucking up Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt's royalties. But, you know, he did what he did. He deserves it.
You just can't randomly jacking dudes off, man. You know what I mean? You just got to not do that. Listen, if you want to have a prosperous life and a fucking character and a body of work you could stand by, don't just grab at cocks, dude. Don't just grab at him and start smacking him off.
Don't jerk off people that you have power over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jerk your way up. Don't jerk your way down.
I'll never understand why people like what the sneaking, all this. I mean, I just jerk off and go about your day.
Anytime that I'm confused, you know, probably 99% of my bad decisions have been made from my penis wanting to do things that I know I shouldn't do.
And if you would have just maybe just rubbed
smack off. Go smack off. It's over. You know, I am a good person again.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
look at me.
You feel it immediately.
Do a philanthropy if I had the money.
I'm going to go read the Bible for the next 10 minutes. Like I feel like a better person already.
I mean, I would like to see statistics of the decision-making process. Like if you broke down bad decisions versus good decisions, and then in each category, did the person smack off before the said decision was made? What would it look like percentage-wise?
You raise a very good point, and I'm going to follow up and illustrate your point by this. I will guarantee, I will bet my house on the fact that Lee Harvey Oswald didn't jerk off before he shot JFK.
You see? And that's just the kind of, you just know, right? You know, Myles Garrett, before he takes his helmet off and starts fucking whacking people like it's Gladiator.
Yep.
He didn't smack off before the game. And that's why he's out here hitting the kids in the head with his fucking helmet, dude.
JFK, if he would have smacked off, would have showed up at the book repository, looked at all the CIA operatives that were there, like to force him to do it. And he would have said, I don't think it's a good idea, fellas. I just jerked off. I don't really feel up to it now. I feel like this is really a bad thing to do.
And then he wouldn't have made a decision to go out on that fucking little ride through Dallas.
Nope. Man. It would have changed the course of history. Just one dude smacking off to change the course of history.
It really could.
That's our point.
I think Hitler was one of those dudes that you had to choke out to have an orgasm, and he just didn't get. He had to get to the point where you're almost dead. Well, that's like the bad. Like that's a really blurry area.
That's how he really died. He didn't shoot himself.
And I just want to thank the Lord for making me not one of those humans.
Right.
Thank you for not needing me to get choked to borderline death in order to have an orgasm.
Thank you for making me so easily pleased sexually.
Listen, I can have the eye. I'm cool with the eye. I'm cool with the fucking, the career choice of ups and down living. As long as you didn't make me have to get choked the fuck out with a leather belt in order to enjoy making love.
Exactly. I want to bring Jarrett in here for a minute because I think this is a good point for us to change his life. And because he's a young, Jarrett, you're a very young man. So we've been talking about this, and I think it's life changing. People don't think about it enough. This is just what personally we wanted to make sure that you understand as a young man. Like the moment you think about doing something wrong that could land you in jail or fuck up over somebody in your life, just go jerk off.
Go back to the house, rub a quick one out, and then just rethink your decision making.
Seems like some great advice.
It really is unbelievable different. Like, it's not even fair. Who said it? Fuck. Well, it's David Tell. He talks about having to jerk off to get the demons out.
Okay. Yeah. That's what happens.
I'm almost certain it was David Tell.
It's like an exorcism. It's like you're performing a self-exorcism.
Gets all the bad stuff out.
David Tell. What a cool.
All right, Jarrett. So don't let us catch you fucking shooting somebody that's president or something.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
If you do make it to where we'll get some coverage on the podcast.
Yeah.
But it won't be like bad coverage.
No. Just make sure we get a scoop on it. All right. That's our 3 top 5s, bro. I think those are great lists. I mean, nobody can fucking argue with those.
You can, if you want to get like all bougie with it, I'm sure you could probably be like, well, in 1927, there was a film about the Revolutionary War, whatever the fuck.
Right. Some bougie ass fucking.
Dude. Well, go ahead, dude. What were you going to say?
I'm just going to talk about how unprofessional I am that I just banged on the table like that. I forget sometimes.
Come on,
fucking
man.
professional, dude.
You're better than that, Todd.
Speaking of smoking, we have a new segment. This one I'm really excited about. It's kind of like a segment we used to do on Heartland Radio, but has a different name. And I like this name better, I think.
It's a good name. And you know what else?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go ahead and take my mic off the stand.
Nice.
And then while you're talking and explaining,
you're going to get ready for this segment in a proper fashion.
Step over here real quick.
Okay.
And just do a little something.
Listen, guys, here's what this whole segment's about. we all have good brains in our own right. We have great thoughts, right? Sometimes you jot it down. Some of us are better at others. Some of us win Nobel Peace Prizes. Some of us invent shit that's responsible for space travel. It's shit like that. Not all of us are to that level, but in our own right, we all come up with incredible ideas that benefit the lives of those around us. And sometimes you got to introduce some things in your body that takes your brain to even another level of thought, like to a whole nother layer that's not exposed to you without introducing that thing into your body. And that's when we like to do our idea thinking the most. So this segment is called High Notes. Let's hit those high notes, guys. All right. You get from the name what I'm talking about when I'm talking about taking our brain to another level. It's called High Notes. Get it? High Notes. All right. So Shaun,
hey,
you just put extra. You got extra ready for this segment of High Notes. So I can't wait to hear what high note you have for us today.
All right. I wrote this down the other day. And I mean, again, I'm not saying this is funny.
No, it don't have to be. It's just that extra layer, right? You're taking your brain to that extra level of thought.
I'm going to hit my lady with that origami.
The origami?
I think that's the key. I want to hit my lady with that oral. Now, I'm just saying that we. Are
you doing a swan with your tongue? Are you doing?
You gotta like pretend like you're folding up a fucking duck or something, dude. You know, that's how you have to think when it comes to your lady. You have to be like, "Yo, what you know about that origami?" That's what I'm. When she asked me, when she originally asked me where I'm from, I said Japan. She was like, "Why? What do you know from Japan?" I said origami.
It's like you're folding up a swan with your tongue, dude. That would drive chicks crazy. Oh, what is it? Was that a pelican? I'm gonna come. And then boom.
And then just to stay on that far part of the globe. I mean, I think it's time that I think everybody, you need your go-to Chinese restaurant order. I don't have to look at a menu when I go to a Chinese restaurant.
Mm-mm.
You know, and I just put Chinese food in my notes because I know like how important it is when I'm getting 2 egg rolls. Just give me the hot mustard. You know, give me some wonton soup. Guarantee I want wonton soup, egg rolls, out no matter what. I'm eating that. All right, then I'm going to go with a rice and a noodle and a main dish.
You shouldn't need a menu. I mean, come on. Everybody knows what they want from the Chinese restaurant.
And I get it. You know, you don't really put that thought process into it. But for the 100 million people listening to this podcast or so, just understand that you don't put enough emphasis on what you really are up to. You're ordering food 3 times a day. That's what you're doing. And you're enjoying it. And it's a good decision you're making. And it really affects you emotionally. And it affects you, what you do socially. And how you eat at home and how happy you are with yourself.
It affects your whole mood, dude. You know, when I know I'm going like, oh, I really want Thai food tonight. And I know that I can always get Thai food, even during a pandemic because of technology. They'll bring me my Thai food. So it just changes my whole day. I'm like, oh my God, I've got Thai food coming in 22 to 27 minutes. And
then you also have to understand the speed of each. When I think, all right, what do I want to eat? I know exactly what I want. I know I want the sweet and sour pork. I want the pork that has the cool breading around it.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes with that spicy sweet sauce that I get to drop these fat nuggets of breaded pork into and bite into this hot, delicious bite. You know, and I know that the Chinese homies, they don't have time the Chinese homies aren't fucking around, dude. All right? They are delivering at top speed, dude. You get your shit. The egg rolls are fucking hot when they arrive.
Have you ever gotten your Chinese food delivered to you where it's not piping hot?
Now listen, occasionally you'll pick the wrong restaurant. Not every Chinese spot's fucking popping.
Well, you got to go 4.8 at least.
On the Yelp scores?
You're safe. Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, occasionally we all fuck up. But I mean, that's clear the way China's handling Taiwan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, that's that one restaurant where the shit takes too long or it comes out cold. Did they fuck it up?
I blame it on the driver, though. I blame it on the driver. Yeah, it's probably just a bad DoorDash guy.
You think so? Oh, I think the place that I call in the city. I call. It's called. Hey, no free ads, but hit up the New Moon, bro. New Moon in Midtown Manhattan. Fucking New Moon. I called that shit in on the walk from the train to my apartment. I Yelped it. I had my order ready. Ordered it. I was up here maybe 15, 20, dude. Fucking fat bag of hot, piping hot, delicious Chinese food come rolling in. Oh,
dude, when I order, Bamboo House is it for me here? Like if that's in your area here in the Indianapolis area, get it from Bamboo House. Listen, it's so fresh every time I get it. Last time the guy delivered it, he broke out a little fryer from his back seat, set it up on my porch, dropped the dumplings in hot, fried them up, pulled them out with the little spoon with the slits in it so you can and right into my basket.
This fucking guy busted out the fryer and busted out some dumplings right there on your patio.
So fresh.
That's the freshest shit I ever heard of.
I'm telling you, dude.
You know what else? Here's how you know that Chinese people care more than other people. Because they use this. They used a little piece of cardboard, bro.
Right?
And they put
in the bottom of the bag?
And in the bottom, and then they separated the motherfucker bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's because they care, man. They're sending the best food they can at the best price they can, as quick and stable as fucking possible. This right here, the liquor store, New York stores, they don't fuck around. Bang, liquor store, you buy 2 bottles, respect. You're not going to be clanging around town like a fucking amateur. Boom. They put the cardboard in between the bottles in the bag.
And I know what's going on in the world right now. But I don't care what anybody says. I don't believe for one goddamn minute that a country who thinks enough of us to put cardboard in between each individual order as they stack the bag would want to introduce a viral pandemic to our country. I don't buy it. Look at how they treat their delivery. That's how you define their people.
Now, you can say that their political motivations are a little bit different than the blue-collar mentality of their people.
I get it.
And that sounded very important by me. I think I'm ready to go on fucking CNN, dude.
You are. We need a little CNN lower third for you.
Give me a lower third. And,
All right. This is my high note.
Let's hear your fucking... Todd, what's your high note?
This isn't funny. This is very serious, but I feel like I hit the extra layer. I want a Christmas sci-fi horror movie about... mankind's judgment day, like the biblical judgment day, where instead of God sending his archangels down to deliver his wrath on mankind, let's say in this movie, like something happened to the archangels, they're all down, or they were busy doing something else, they're not available. Only Gabriel is the guy who runs the archangels. So God sends Gabriel. He calls up Santa Claus. He's like, hey, listen, can I sub out your reindeer? I only have one archangel right now, and I got to deliver my wrath on all of mankind. It's Judgment Day.
You're trying to lease out the...
Yes.
You're trying to
all 8 reindeer.
And the reindeer?
All 8 reindeer. Gabriel trains them up. He gets them tactically sound. This is what you got to do. And because their reindeer are special. They're like special forces reindeers. They have superpowers. They fly in with Gabriel taking the lead and deliver God's wrath on all of mankind. They're just like fucking shredding people with their antlers, just ripping through houses, killing women and children and mom, dad, everybody, grandma, grandpa. And then like Rudolph can shoot a laser out of his nose, like just saws dudes in half. I think it would be epic.
So you just want to Avengers. You kind of want to make the fucking Santa Claus reindeers into Avengers.
Kind of, but evil. I want them to be, are they evil? It's God's wrath. I don't know. But I guess we probably deserved it.
What about the main guy, the main bad guy? What if they want that side?
Yeah. I don't know.
What's his name? What they put the fucking big glove on and...
Well, it's all about keeping the viewer...
Avengers, the bad guy.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I don't know his name. I watched
Jarrett, look up his name. Have it ready. Bad guy with the glove in Avengers. But here's the thing about a good movie is even
Thor,
if it's
not Thor, it's not Thor. It's fucking Thanos, dude. It's
Thanos.
It
He's
came.
shaking his head. Yes, good call. But here's the thing about a good movie: like your villain, you want people to be apathetic to them, sympathetic, whatever the right word is. And if it's a good guy, you want them to, see some bad shit in them too. So we're here. Are they good guys or bad guys? We don't even know because they're working for God, but they're also wiping out the human race right now. Our time is done.
It's a deep thing. It's a lot going on. I bet the Reddit page for this is going to be popping the fuck off.
It is. We should. We need to get a website going for this movie because I think we can get it made. It's a lot of CGI.
Funding this movie.
It's going to be a big budget.
We're taking dollars right now for early production.
If anybody personally has a hookup with Michael Bay, he would be perfect because of the amount of CGI and explosions that we're going to need.
If you guys want to donate to this movie, just send it to my Venmo. Mostly, I'll be using it for lunches, for meetings with directors and producers, and cinematographers, and direct photography directors, and casting directors, and grip guys, and then the assistant directors, and then also lighting, and then also audio, sound, fucking special effects, graphics, and also valet for the shoot day. And also the bathroom guy that gives you snacks and shit. And also the craft services guy.
It all adds up, bro. It all adds up. These are the expenses people don't think about.
Also, and also marketing and promotions. The street team.
No, you got to have a street team, bro. You got to have a street team out pushing them at college campuses.
Also, the street team also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I said the street team. All right.
Yeah. All right.
This Labatt Blue Seltzer is fucking popping, dude.
I'm jealous. I gotta go. I gotta load up on the Labatt Blue. There's that store close to me too. I gotta do it.
Also, just a little fun fact, guys. If you're not sure if you have Labatt in your neighborhood, just go to labattusa.com and type in beer finder. You'll go to the beer finder in the menu and just type in your zip code.
It'll tell you what stores in your area carry Labatt.
Exactly. No free ads, but listen. I'm also about to eat this fucking Twix. I can smash Twix.
Hey, it's one of my top 5 candy bars. We'll do that on another show.
But apart. Look at that caramel stretch, dude. Look at it, the drop, and boom, you got the fucking wafers in here.
I mean, it's a perfectly constructed candy bar. It has all the best elements.
This might be the best. I mean, this piece of candy.
It's a game changer. You know what I like it? I'm going to save this for top 5 candy bars. I'm not going to go into other candy bars, but the Twix is one of my faves, without a doubt.
Twix is so good that I had to find a way to involve the Twix in this recording so that I can eat it, because I don't have the power or the patience to wait till after the podcast recording is over to eat one.
I respect that, because the only way you're not going to do that is if you go jerk off and you can't you're on a microphone, you got a job to do. You can't leave. Yeah,
but that's going to be weird. Like, that's not really an option. But the Twix, like, how can I get a bite of this fucking candy bar before, and eat it on a microphone? Like, what can I do to make that possible?
You just introduce it. You make it part of the content. Let's go.
And that's what I did. I mean,
what a pro move.
It's not groundbreaking. I saw a situation. I checked down the receiving core. I stepped into my throw. I made a play. Todd.
I respect it.
Like, that's just it.
I respect it. I'm going to flip this bottle cap to see what segment we're going to end on.
Okay.
I'm going to flip it, and I'm not going to tell you which is which, but let's see. Caught it. Oh. Open side up, just the gray plastic thing, you know, ridges up. So we're going to close with this episode's mission. We're going to solve some kind of world problem.
Yes.
Some kind of big issue. That's our mission today, and I think it's a perfect way to close. So. Oh,
so explain that. By the way, if maybe they're new listening, explain to them in case they forgot what that means.
every episode we're going to try to have a mission, right? Because we're guns blazing, dude. We're fucking.
Listen, we're on the move.
We're comedy commandos. You know what I mean?
Comedy
we're underground.
fucking commandos.
We're underground. We're not big media. We fly under the radar, underground, in an unknown location in a private facility. You don't fucking know where it is.
Mm-hmm. There's several people in suits with earpieces behind the lights and camera here where I'm at. Personally.
At all times. I have a satellite dish on top of my roof. Just put it that way.
And you have a controller for it.
And a controller that spins it in 360 direction.
If someone asked me where I am, I said I'm at 12, 19, 4, 6, 12 degrees.
That's it.
Hello.
I'm only giving you coordinates.
That's it.
Because you can't drive up on this.
You want
it ain't
my lad,
on
or you want my tube?
Google Maps.
What do you want?
You want the lad or the dude?
54 degrees, 17, 94, 9. Come get at me. Come see me, kid. Hey, you know what? You want to pull up? 12, 19, 6, 4. Launch 9, 12, 6, 54, 19. See me, kid. I'll be out front.
Come get me. I'll be here. This is where I live.
All right, what are we doing? What are we about to do? What are we
All
about
right,
to do?
today's mission.
Yeah, what? Give these fools a mission. Todd's giving everybody a mission. I'll just break it down real quick.
If you're willing to accept it, and we are.
Can you play the fucking Mission Impossible song right here real quick under low?
Yep, I'll get it.
No, I'm just giving you more shit to do.
Here it is right here. I don't care. This is worth it. I mean, that fucking Mission Impossible song.
Yeah. Hit it with the match.
Hear it.
The fucking match. Just the little match flying, whatever the fuck it is. The
fuse.
The fuse. Yeah. Such a graphic.
It's so great. All right. So our mission is, all right, the election just finished. Okay, whatever. I don't care what side you're on. I don't give a fuck. But let's say you were one of those people, like a lot of people, while this was going on, and you're like, I'm not, we could have had a lot better candidates. Either way. Like a lot of people were like, this is the lesser two evils, but two shitty candidates. So I think if we could go back and replace the independent candidate with our own, someone that we think could beat out the other two, even though they're big party candidates.
Yes.
Who would you pick? This is your ideal candidate to be the president of the United States. You know what? You can do more than one. If you got a couple, throw it around. Top three. Who would be your top three?
Well, I got one and one only, Todd.
Okay.
Elon Musk. You don't. There's the problem with government. Reason it's falling apart is because we have old people trying to control new shit. There's never been a bigger break in generational gaps as far as where the world stands, what it is, and how it operates, and the government that oversees that. That's the problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got 88-year-old dudes going against each other, fucking talking shit on Twitter, and they're trying to control a planet that they're so out of touch that they don't even fucking have a clue. So that's the problem. We need Elon Musk in here.
We need somebody that can take us to another planet as soon as possible if need be too, and he's the guy for that.
If there's one person I want running shit, it's the guy who was the only dude to get to space besides NASA.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only guy that was like, you know what? Calm down, NASA. I'll go up there. I'll do some rocket launches. I'll get up there in space and see what's popping the fuck off.
Oh, you need to go to the moon?
You guys do you. I'm going to also do me.
You guys need to go to the moon? You need something delivered to the moon? All right.
And yeah. Who wants to go up? And then not only good enough, but good enough that NASA was like, all right, here's the keys to this fucking International Space Station, bruh. We're talking about just a dude off the streets.
I think it's a solid choice, bro.
Not only is he taking over, transportation, he's taking over on the streets of the country. He's taking over transportation of this fucking galaxy. He's also looking to make sure that we can stay warm and have power without depending on a fucking another government agency like the power company.
Mm-hmm. Take away all the monopolies. They're fucking. They're controlling the price of everything. I love it.
That's the only problem. They want to eliminate you know, they don't want him to take over because he's getting rid of, I mean, power companies clean house, dude. You're fucking every single house is paying $400 a month in the summer.
Fuck
this
you,
guy
power
comes
company.
along, he's like, buy this $9,000 box, put it on the back of your house, connect it to your solar panels. People will install them free because it's a tax deductible. And then, you know, then you pay like $12 a month for electricity for the rest of your life.
I want to run my house on nothing but people running on treadmills.
And you know what? I'm sure that you
want
can
to power
use
my whole
his
facility.
box, plug it in. It's like you plug it in USB to the
It's a gym. I'm going to open a gym on the side where I only charge like $5 a month. You join, you come in. There's good TVs for you to watch while you're running the treadmill. And while you're running the treadmill, you're powering my house.
Yep. And it's a win-win for everybody.
It is.
Everybody wins. So I'm going Elon Musk. He's also taken over so much stuff in other countries with, you know, with the way they power things. He's also funny on Twitter. The guy's
hilarious.
He's funny.
You're going with the guy. Basically, you're going with the guy with the best brain. Smartest dude on the planet.
But he's also just the way he thinks. That's the thing I do.
Mm-hmm.
We got guys that are, you know,
because he's enlightened.
Right, say what you want, but we got 2 80-year-old fucking dudes.
We got two guys
past their prime
that shit their pants weekly.
Possibly shit their pants. And not only them, but the rest of them. They got us all fighting against each other in the streets over all their old bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
We need Elon fucking
Back it
Musk.
down.
We want the guy who's inventing the cars that don't need you to drive.
That's what we need.
The guy going to space. The guy powering your house.
I'm going to
This
go
guy gets it.
a different direction, but I respect it. But here's my reason. I'm going to go with Oprah Winfrey. I think
I'm not against that.
I think she's a powerful person, obviously, like elite, powerful person.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the most generous and nice person in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so she fixes all that part, but she might be just a little too soft, right? For that, like, because sometimes you got to declare war and shit. Like, I don't want her to be conflicted by that. So I'm going to have her vice presidential candidate to be Chuck Norris. That way, like when it comes to
values.
Let's make both sides happy. You know, we got Oprah until really the shit hits the fan and she's like, Chuck, will you take this? And then he's like, hey, Russia, what are you trying to do? Do I need to come over there and put my right foot on the left side of your face? Because I will.
Now, from a foreign diplomacy aspect, you know, no matter what country you are, if you're staring down the pipe of old Chuck Norris, you're looking to make any deal that will make your life more peaceful against a country led by a fucking legend like Chuck Norris.
I think it's the perfect mix. Like right now, pandemic, everybody's hurting, whatever. Oprah's just running around. You get a car. She's passing out shit, you know, just out of her own pocket. And then the shit goes bad. Somebody thinks about fucking with us or firing a missile over here or whatever. Then we pull out Chuck. Chuck comes out of the bag. He's like, I got it.
Which Chuck we going? We going Walker, Texas Ranger?
I think we're going with a mixture of Walker, Texas Ranger and Lone Wolf McQuaid.
Okay.
Like those two.
Yeah.
Or maybe even Chuck from Delta Force. Maybe.
Delta Force is a really good Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking Chuck from the Bruce Lee movie.
Oh, yeah. We had his long hair and shit.
Yeah.
The fucking hairy ass chest.
Yeah. It was Chuck, Bruce Lee, and fucking Dr. J. No, it was
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which was what a great role he popped off.
Dude, you want to talk about a good
Kareem
fucking hang?
Abdul-Jabbar role.
Can you imagine if you could go hang out for a night with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bruce Lee, and Chuck Norris at the same
set? Imagine there's somebody out there right now, if they're still out here. They were a young producer on that movie. There's a guy or a girl or a handful of them running around that all worked on that movie together.
Not even on a set.
We're hanging out with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Chuck Norris, and Bruce fucking.
I'm talking about a night on a town.
I'm saying that afterwards.
Yeah.
After they wrap for the day.
Let's go, dude. We're going to go. We'll get a pedal car, you know. It's just you, Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on a pedal bar thing situation. Who knows what's going to pop off from there? You started the sports bar, you get some wings, you get some beers in you. You just let them lead the way.
Sports bar, you get some fucking wings. I think they were in China. Were they in China? Were they in China for that movie?
Yeah, I think so, because I think Bruce made that movie and the U.S. was fucking him over.
Yeah,
the industry
fucking
here.
assholes, dude. And then he came over here and told everybody to go fuck themselves. God, the Bruce Lee story is beautiful.
Greatest martial artist.
It's almost as beautiful as the goddamn Empire State Building right now in the back of this video.
Right?
I think, you know what I did?
People are going to think you green screened that.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run this we're going to stop this podcast and I'm going to hit record again without me in it.
There you go.
And then I'm going to have a clip of it and then I'm going to fucking green screen the shit out of this.
There you go.
And that's how it works forever.
And then you always live in front of that window.
And then I never moved out. And it's always clear and sunny and nice. Not sunny, but clear and nice in New York City. And it's always red on the Empire State Building.
All right. I think we did a good job here.
That's
we
it.
Solved a lot of big issues.
Dude, just helping people, man.
We'd let people know our top five.
I wish my arm was a foot longer so I could pat myself on the goddamn back, Todd.
Well, you would deserve it, my friend.
You know?
You would deserve it on this one.
Thank you.
Next episode is the Thanksgiving episode. Chef he's gonna talk a little bit of food. We'll come up with some probably some top five that's
Sides.
Thanksgiving related.
Get into the sides.
So get your mind right, get ready for that. And other than that, share the fuck out of this podcast with your friends. We're trying to grow. You're doing great. We're doing great. It's just we're hungry, man. We're ready to get rolling.
Tell somebody to tell somebody. That's it. Me and Todd right now are in the middle of, we'll show big media. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to fucking show that we gained a dope ass group of people that like to hang out and listen to our bullshit. Let's ride, guys. Let's fucking pump it and make moves. Share it. Don't matter if you got 8 followers, dude. It could be one person.
That's
one
right.
new person's dope.
Every new person counts. We will see you next week. We have more stuff coming. Keep your eyes and ears peeled to the @Guns Blazin Pod on all social media. Those accounts, as things develop and new shit arises, we'll make sure to put it on there so that you know. And
also, hey, December 17th and 18th, Aurora.
Let's go.
December 17th and 18th, Aurora. We're coming.
Tickets
shows
for that are at gunsblazinpodcast.com. We're going to have a show in Fort Wayne after that. So look out for that.
The 19th.
On the 19th, that'll be on the calendar very soon. That's the place. It's a one-stop shop destination for all things Guns Blazin. Gunsblazinpodcast.com. I almost forgot it. Yeah, man. What am I forgetting? Anything else? We good?
That's it, man. Guns Blazin Podcast. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you, man.